Brings me to the international stage, and I'm just wondering, it turns out, according to the Washington Post, Russia, Iran, and China are going through a sophisticated disinformation campaign, essentially blaming us around the world for our bad response and for actually causing the virus, using the same principles they used to infiltrate our 2016 election. We're the best at this. How long are we going to let these countries get away with that? And do we have a counter strategy like the truth to tell the rest of the world?
Number one, you don't know what they're doing, and when you read it in the Washington Post, you don't believe it. I believe very little when I see. I see stories in the Washington Post that are so fake, that are so phony. Yeah. I have stories that are such fake stuff. That's number one.
Mr. President, you know China, but you know China's already done this.
They do it, and we do it, and we call them different things. And, you know, I make statements that are very strong against China, including the Chinese virus, which has been going on for a long time. I mean, I wouldn't say they were thrilled with that statement. When they said our soldiers did it, they said our soldiers did it. I said, you mean the Chinese virus?
That's what I'm talking about.
And all of a sudden they call and they say, let's talk nicely. Yeah, sure, hey, every country does it, but they build it up into something. We handle that, and they probably handle it, but countries do that. And but when I read things in the Washington Post, I mean, I could tell you stories that they write that are just the opposite. They will do anything they can to hurt this presidency. And yet here we are with the best numbers we've ever had. I don't even understand it when you can get such fake news from so many. New York Times is a totally dishonest paper. They're dishonest people. Washington Post, same thing. I'm trying to figure out for 3.5 years, who is more dishonest, who is more corrupt, the Washington Post or the New York Times? When I figure it out, I'll let you